Okay, a quick notice before this video really starts. Kenshin is so good as the Stig, he keeps finding a way to improve his lap times around our powerboard. So what you will see later in the review will be an updated Top Gear powerboard. Also, a quick note, these reviews will now be shorter. I've eliminated the handling section of the review and instead have moved it and merged it with the hot lap section to free up some dead space and to make the video hopefully more enjoyable and watchable to the average viewer. I hope you understand the changes and I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you. Hey everyone, Harrison101 back at it once again with a brand new video for you, and it's time for another Forza Motorsport 4 car review. For this one we remain in Italy, but we head to the other side of Italian supercar hood as we review the Pagani Zonda Cinque Roadster, the last of the Pagani Zonda line. The Pagani Zonda Cinque is just gorgeous. You get to use this car in Auto Vista mode and you can just look around, and I always appreciate the colour styling, the red outline on the rims. The Zonda's always been a pretty car, but it just gets prettier and prettier. I love the Cinque version. I love the body paint, the style, the use of carbon fibre. It's not everywhere like some kind of fighter ship, it's modest. I love it. I think it looks amazing. I'm sure most of you guys watching would agree as well. The Pagani Zonda Cinque is one of the most powerful cars we've tested so far in this series. With its 7.3 litre V12 built by the AMG branch of Mercedes-Benz, it has 672 brake horsepower and nearly 570 foot-pounds of torque. It is also one of the lightest cars we've tested so far. On our drag while, it was very consistent in its power and kept going and going and going. The time itself wasn't extremely fast with a 27.9, but it did 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds, 0 to 100 in just over 6.7, and it had the fastest peak speed when it crossed the line than any other car we've tested so far. It crossed the line at 193 miles an hour. A very powerful car, especially with its torque band and lightweight coming off of corners. More about that in the handling section. So how does the handling fare for the Pagani Zonda around the Top Gear test track? Simple answer, bordering perfect. Me and Kenshin were both in agreement that this car is simply amazing. Kenshin was to go out and say that the pros of this car will include the best grip, downforce and brakes of any stock R3 car in the entire game. In fact, anything that's R3 or lower, this car is better for grip, downforce and for braking ability. I agree, it's one of my favourite cars to drive in the game. I've driven a ton of mileage in the Zonda, and I know I've raced it against proper racing level American touring cars who are also in the upper end of the R3 category. So this car can hang with the very, very best at a very high level. It's definitely the car you want to go with in R3 if you're looking to go around the track in it. It's bordering perfect, and it went around the Top Gear test track in a truly astonishing and current lap record of 1 minute 11.88. So we head to the Forzability section, and how well does the Zonda Cinque hold up in the world of Forza? I've got good news and I've got bad news. One, we all know the car is amazing, performance-wise, it's great handling-wise. But there's only one weakness of this car, its massive price tag, and I'm not going to pull any punches on this, I'm just going to come out with it. It's 1.5 million credits. It's a great car, and its performance index being 725 means there's even more room for upgrades to make it even more powerful and an even better car than what it already is. I mean, you can unlock this car also at level 41 as a reward card late in the game. So, by the time you get to maybe Season 8 or 9 in World Tour, you have the chance to unlock this car. Do it! It's worth so much more than any other car at level 41, and it's one of the best in the game. So you have to take the reward option. You can buy them on the auction block for about half the price of what it's actually worth, but it's the only Zonda's only weakness for what's otherwise a near perfect car, especially in the world of Forza. The Pagani Zonda Cinque Roadster is one of the all-time greats in this game and in any Forza game. Pound for pound, it is one of the best cars in the game. Period. Not much can beat it, and it is without doubt, by a shadow of a mile, the best car we've reviewed to date in this series. It's a must-buy for any Forza fan, and for any player of the game. You need to have one of these. It's an amazing weapon and it will serve you well, I guarantee it. I've been Harrison101, thank you very much for watching, and sayonara.